Hello and welcome to Stampin' by Hannah. Today I have this adorable cubed box for you, and it opens at the back and you can store it totally flat. Isn't that so awesome? So let's just fold this back up again. I like to show you where I've got my inspiration from, and this time I've called it my Marshmellow box because this was my inspiration. It came in a set of hot chocolates a couple of Christmases ago, I think, and they're still in the cupboard. And when I was searching through the cupboards the other day, I found this box completely empty. So somebody's had the marshmallows out of it and put the box back, but I thought the box was really cute and something that was easily replicatable using Stampin' Up products. So that's what I've done. And it's not absolutely perfectly the same, but you can see where my inspirations come from. So to make this box, you need a piece of Whisper White cardstock that measures 9 3/4 by 11.5 inches, which is 29 by 25 centimetres. This box does need a piece of 12 by 12. Sorry. I've also got a piece of scrap elegant eggplant. I've got 3 ink pads, Old Olive, Real Red and Elegant Eggplant. I've got the Perpetual Birthday Calendar, which I'm going to use these lovely dots for. And I've got Hello There, which is one of our hostess sets that retires on the 2nd of June. So if you want it, go and grab it right now. And 2 punches, the 1 1/4 circle and the 1 3/8 of an inch circle. So first of all, I'm going to grab out my Perpetual Birthday Calendar and my dotty stamp, and I'm going to use my Old Olive first. And we're going to randomly stamp really randomly stamp. That's really good, isn't it? I'll tell you what, I'm going to turn it over and start again. Cat hair on the other side, oh dear. So, stamp all over, really randomly. I've got my Stampin' Scrub off to one side because I will need to clean my stamp halfway through. And we're just going to rotate the stamp around and stamp all over our cardstock. I'm going to move that. That's why you position your stamps in the middle of your block and not at one edge. So next we're going to do Real Red, and we're going to do exactly the same thing again. I'm going to stamp all over our piece of Whisper White. And one of the many reasons why I do this before I cut and score is so that it's totally random when you create your box at the end. So the last one is Elegant Eggplant. I don't mind too much that I've got imperfect stamping today, because I am going to chop bits off and get rid of some bits of this, so it doesn't matter too much. And like I always say, it just adds to the hand stamped effect. It's a handmade item, people should know it's been handmade. So once you've got all your stamping, we are going to score. I've got my Simply Scored scoring tool. and my ball tool. And we're going to score on the long side first, so the 11.5 inch side at the top. And we're going to score at 2 3/4, 5.5, 8 1/4, and 11 inches, which is 7, 14, 21 and 28 centimetres. As always, all the measurements are available on my blog and the link is in the down bar below. And so I'm going to turn it and score it on with the short side, so the 9 3/4 side at the top. And we're going to score at 3/4 inch, 3.5, 6 1/4, and 9 inches, which is 2, 9, 16 and 23 centimetres. And that's all our scoring done. We're going to fold and burnish on all of our score lines. Because it's a box and we want a nice crisp finish. Okay, now we have got some pieces that we want to remove. The way this box works is that this is the front, but the flaps go to the back. So, let's just orientate this in the same way. Where there's my seam, and this is going to wrap all the way around like that. So that piece there is the back, which means that I need to keep these pieces here. This piece here is going to stay completely intact, but we're going to lose some of these pieces. So with long scissors, we're going to chop down all of the score lines on either side. You could just as easily use your stamping trimmer for this. And when you get to the end with the skinny score line on, you're going to chop the skinny score line off and the square next to it. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So that end square comes off altogether. And we're going to chop up all of the other ones as straight as possible. So these ones here are our lid and our base, and these ones here form our flaps. So what we're going to do, put this box back together again. We are going to chop some of this down. So if you fold your flaps over, you fold them over that way, and then you can see, if you use that as a guideline to chop, all of your flaps will be the same size, because I just think it's a handy guide. That's how I did it when I first made it, and I thought, oh, that keeps all the flaps the same size. And then you end up with a more professional finish. So now on this, what we're going to do is we're just going to chop off a really skinny little section off of the sides of each one, and this just helps to keep the box closed. Do that on all four. All four flaps. There. Get rid of all of this. We're now going to take our Project Life for Stampin' Up corner rounder and just round off the corners. Just on the lid and the base, and that just helps it to close. I'm going to use some fast fuse on this end here. You could just as easily use sticky strip. I wouldn't use snail for a box, just because you need something a little bit stronger. And then to get it to close, both the flaps in, and then your base, and both flaps in, and your lid. Chop a little bit more off of there just to help it to close. I think I've gone a bit wibbly. There we are. And then both of this then becomes the back with the seam, and this here is the front. I'm going to take one of my offcuts and the For You stamp from Hello There, and some real red ink, and just ink that up and stamp it down. I'm going to cut that out with the 1 1/4 inch punch, which cuts it perfectly. You just leave a little, really skinny little bit around the edge. And then I've got my piece of elegant eggplant. I'm just going to punch a 1 3/8 inch circle out of that, and then lose it on the floor. So I'll do another one. And then we're going to mount it all upon dimensionals. So, dimensional on the back of that one. Bit of snail on the back of the For You. I'm just going to mount that onto there, backing off the dimensional, and pop it into the middle at the front of the box, and that is my lovely marshmallow box and the inspiration. All the products, as always, are available in my shop, links from my blog www.stampinbyhannah.co.uk. All the links and measurements are linked in the down bar below, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.